My name is Tebogo Malema. I'm the founder and the CEO of African Crown Trading. African Crown Trading is as well African Crown Trading global bank, blockchain bank. It's an offshore global blockchain bank.
In your position, you are the founder. Are you the sole founder of the bank, or?
I'm the sofa. I'm the garden boy of the bank. I do cleaning. I do everything. So I'm the founder and the CEO and the chairperson of the bank, which we are in have associate partnerships in Canada and Netherlands and so. But Africa, I'm responsible for Africa, and then my team is responsible for research and other strategic partnership in Europe and so on. But we are more a Africa first focused bank, not just an ordinary bank, but a public benefit bank and a human capital bank.
So take us back. When and how did African Crown Global Bank start? Which year, and what moved you to start this bank?
When I started to develop this project, it was 2011, where we registered a company in South Africa called African Crown Trading. It was 2011.
Okay.
Up to today, we were building this platform because it's more a public benefit platform, a human capital platform. So it took us a lot of time and efforts to get where we are, but it's not our platform. It's a mass-based platform. Our first focus, like I said, is Africa, and there are other BRICS countries, your China, Brazil, and other developing smaller countries, your Seychelles and so on. That's our Dominican Republic, countries that we think they need development. So the platform is a platform for the people.
For the community at large.
For the community.
To benefit from it.
Yes.
And so what did you recognize as missing in the current bank structure that we have? I'm going to say in Africa first and then worldwide, that led you to want to create this public platform?
Well, the first is to how to demolish the borders without demolishing them. You demolish, it's like a church. Spiritually, you demolish the demons, but you don't feel it. You don't feel and touch them. So the first plan is to say, how do I help or work with the community of Zimbabwe, Lesotho, Botswana, without demolishing these borders? How do we work with people in DRC, Nigeria, with you keep the borders right? No, you keep government, you keep borders. How do we work together as Africans? First is to unite as Africans, and then secondly, what we want to see is to see a one Africa, a one united Africa first. Before we can speak China, Canada, and so on, we start here at home.
So does this mean then you speak about the whole Africa uniting and working as one? And we know that, for instance, in South Africa, we use the rand. In other countries, they use dollar. So currency, how would that work? Because we use different currencies in different countries.
Remember, African Crown Trading is an offshore global blockchain bank. So it uses multiple currencies, dollar, euro, Bitcoin, whatever currency, stable currencies, whatever, gold coin currencies, and so on. So it makes no sense for me that somebody from Europe will come with dollars and pay you dollars, then you exchange those dollars to rent. It's like you're giving that person a kettle for free or a gold for free. Because if he comes with 1 rand, if I come from Europe or US having dollars, come to South Africa, if I exchange that money, automatically I'm living for free in South Africa because of my money is 18 times or 19 times times the local currencies. If it's Naira or what is this, Nigeria is Naira. If imagine if dollar to naira, it means that person will can live for free for the rest. He still keep his money, but only to exchange his money. He will be able. So why can't we use one currency? Why can't we compete with one currency? Still, if our people use the rand, whatever, zim, and so on. But the main thing is that the standard of living should be at one level, one class. For example, if we are saying people must earn 12,500 rand or 15,000 in South Africa, imagine if that money it goes to Zimbabwe, Lesotho, and so on. So it's a solution as well that people, because the problem is that if you don't develop, you develop only South Africa, you are opening another floodgates of people to come where? To South Africa. So if you build houses for your communities and so on in South Africa, and then you don't do that in Zimbabwe, the people of Zimbabwe will make sure that they do fraudulent IDs so that they can be citizens of South Africa. But if you develop the platform, assist them to develop on their local based, on their local
where they are
vicinities and so on, then automatically there's no reason for them to leave their countries. They can stay in DRC and so on. It's a question of what do we use, how do we unite and so on.
As Africans.
Because
we know Africa is rich. We have brilliant minds. We can even see if you how there's a person in rural Limpopo that has built a car from just scraps that they find around. So imagine when they have opportunities and the currency to build and be taught as well. So now we know what the African Crown Global Bank is an online bank as we speak. If I want to open an account, how do I go about doing that?
There's a link of opening account. Where if you are a business, if we are a church, if you want a personal account, there's a link on our website, and we'll put that link as well on online and so on. So the bank it's more driven by people, not by me as a founder. It's driven by people.
Explain that to us.
Meaning, it's the bank that it's been designed to create jobs. Through churches. Every country, every township, every city, you have churches. But I will make an example with the Muslims. Muslims, they remember their God 5 times a day.
True.
Every day, 5 times a day. Others religions, Christian apostles and so on, they remember their God on Saturday and Sunday.
Once a week.
But the structure is there. Every day, the structure is there, exists, but we go to that structure on Sunday, and luckily the ZCC Wednesday they go there at least. But what is in that 5 days?
What happens?
What happens? And then if we say we are Christians, but we are not saying that these churches should only assist the Christians. Somebody can have his own traditional beliefs and so on. He still has to come to church. Anybody who dies today, when that person is buried, there's a bishop or there's a reverend.
True.
I've never seen that they say they want a criminal to bless this person to go.
They shoot guns.
Yes, they shoot guns, but
there's a pastor.
There who will pray for these people. They can do whatever, shoot and so on. So then we turn the churches to become distributors of generational change, to become agents of real generational change, to become real missionaries. Right? In a way that these churches, they now become creating sustainable jobs, facilitating sustainable jobs for the communities.
Through the churches.
Through the churches and the bank, right? So the bank will vet this church. If this church is a legit church, it doesn't have scandals of like others we know, then we say this church, we put a fundraising instrument for them.
Okay.
Then that fundraising instrument, it then become empowering 2,000 people.
Okay.
So if we have 50,000 churches, each church empower 2,000 people. That's good numbers.
Yeah.
Right? That will give solution for food, for jobs, for housing, from one church, right? So you take 50,000 churches, but the focus first, it's 12 countries in Africa, right? In Southern Africa, 12 countries. So this focus of what we are doing now, what we are launching, is the focus of Southern Africa, 12 countries. Next year, the focus will be Central Africa. In 5 years, we are done. With
the continent.
Yes, with the continent, we have almost 500 million people who are part of the platform, right? The church itself become distributors of the food hampers, free food hampers.
Okay.
The church itself become a facilitator for job creation. The church itself identify people who need houses.
Okay.
We know that people have been registered for houses with governments since 1995, but others, they don't have houses. But you get a child that was born in 2000, then he have a house. You ask yourself, but
how?
Yes. So the responsibility of community development is not only has to be driven by governments or local government. The community itself have to do that. So how we do it? We do it through building a fixed income deposit, right? So a certain church will fundraise so much amount of money, and then that money, it becomes fixed, right?
Okay.
In the bank.
Okay.
The fixed part of that money is the one that sustains the jobs, right? We can't run our continent as we are a charity case.
Yeah.
Donation this, donation that, right? So even if somebody was helping, whether if we say a $5.6 million will empower 10 people with housing, food, and jobs. 10 people from that fixed income of $5.6 million. Whether somebody contribute that as a digital currency, your Bitcoin, whatever currency, and so on, or dollars, we fix that money for the next 25 years.
Oh, okay.
Then the owner of the money still have 5% of that.
Okay, so take us through that practically.
Yeah.
So Church A raises, is it over time? Is it annually or every month that Church A says we are fixing 10,000 Rand, for instance?
Yeah.
That money stays in the bank.
Yeah.
And you have a record that it comes from Church A.
Yeah.
It stays there for 25 years, or can then Church A every month or every year add to that money? And then after 25 years, what happens? How do the community then benefit from that?
Remember, churches, our today churches, they just sell hope with hopeless people. It's hope with no solution.
Yeah, we need practical solutions.
So this is a practical solution that we are bringing. We as a bank, as an offshore global bank, and then what we'll do, we will create a fundraising instrument for that particular church to say every 10 people you must raise $5.6 million for 10 people, 10 whether they are community members or what. But we want that church to have 2,000 people that they can benefit in that church.
Okay.
So the church will build an instrument for the church to be able to fundraise, not only to their congregations, but as well from those rich people, from the businesses and so on, to say we want so much. So it will be like $5.6 million multiplied by hundreds.
Oh, so you have a set amount to
Yes.
say, raise this amount.
Yes.
Okay.
By 100. That will, so automatically that church will be able to raise around 10 billion rand.
Okay.
The interest of that 10 billion rand is the one who sustain the annual cost for the food, for job creation and so on. But in addition for that church as well will be benefiting a local company, a farmer, a supermarket that come together and work with us, meaning we can give 2,000 labor stability, free labor, right, to the platform members. Whether you are running a farm, tomato workers, farming, whether you are a construction company, as long as you have a record and then it's a clean, it's registered company, we will say, here is 2,000 people, this one will go to farming, this group will go to this, and so you don't pay those people. The platform itself, the church, the banking platform itself, pay those people annually, 16,800.
Okay.
That's the all benefits included. The 12,500 is their take home. I see. Right? So it's a solution for the community, for the church, because some of us, we don't want to go to church. When you go to church, a pastor will say, no, issue me. Then I will say, but our pastor, we want 10%.
I'm hungry.
10% with an empty stomach.
Yeah.
I don't have electricity at all. But pastor he says I will be blessed.
Yeah.
Then I will wait 3 years for blessing. They don't come.
Yeah.
Right?
Okay.
So
through the church then becomes a vehicle of a solution in every community, starting in Southern Africa.
Yes. The first focus is 12 countries in Southern Africa. Your Malawi, Zimbabwe, Lesotho. But we obviously charity begins at home. South Africa is the one that born this idea, this platform. But this is a platform, banking platform for Africa, beyond Africa, including other developing countries and so on. So those BRIC countries, you say BRIC countries, those China, Brazil, Saudi Arabia, and so on. Let's see. Let's put their money a reality, because practically they have been preaching that they want change of this and so on. But again, it's a solution for the unions. Unions annually they advocate and toy for salary increase. For domestic workers who've got 4,000 rand, what are you going to do with 4,000 rand a monthly? So this is a solution to say whether you are a farm worker, standard 12,500 rand. Whether you are a take home, 16,800 rand, all the benefits, right? Whether you are in logistics, security, as long as we don't want to own companies, and we don't want to destroy companies. We want to work with companies, farmers, and all those sectors and so on. So automatically give economical stability and the comfort for those people who are working, because you will not find anyone says I want to increase. Imagine you don't have a metric, you don't have even nothing, then you work at the farm, you get 12,500 rand. That's the traffic money, the traffic officers. They know that's the money that they get, their take home. So imagine all living our standard.
It starts there. That's the minimum living standard.
The minimum living standard. Then when it then catch up with the increase, how many increase we have up to today, from 2001 up to today, how many increase we have, increase of this, increase of that.
Petrol is
petrol, electricity, what, even they can increase our speaking today.
Maybe oxygen.
So
say I'm a church, I'm interested, I want to get in, help the community. We heard about the food parcels it's going to be through the churches. How, as a pastor, as a leader of a church, how do I get involved?
There's a link of African Crown Trade there's a link to register. As you can say, I'm a church, I'm a pastor, I'm a community member. It's a free link. You don't pay any money. The only time when you pay money is when a church open its account. It's when a business open its account. Because of we remember, if we are trying to assist poor people who doesn't have any money. So if you can say people they must register with money, where will they going to get the money? So together as a nation, as a continent, we work together and bring solutions together. The churches they can play more than a positive role more than what the current role is doing. Because now I'm telling you, if these churches can work with us, I will go to church every day. Every day.
We will go every day because we're going to be getting spiritual food and physical food as well.
Now I don't have reasons to go. Even my wife says, let's go to church. To do what? To buy hope again, hopeless hope. You see. So it's a platform where we expect to work with governments. All these governments are in, not them to dictate terms, not them to tell us what to do, but imagine if we'll be giving free food hampers to the society. Just imagine the church become a distributor of free hampers to the society. The church become facilitators, agent of job creation. The church become an agent of building houses for the poor. So imagine the load you relieve from the state, whatever government, whether this government or the coming government, that impact that as a church do. So for this Southern Africa, we only need 50,000 churches. If we have 100,000 churches, it's more than what
to register and become part of this movement through African Crown Global Bank.
Yes, African Crown Global Offshore blockchain.
So the church registers and opens an account.
Yes.
Roughly how much will that cost per church?
For now,
to open an account?
Now it will be $895 to open
so
the
times 19.
Times 19 or 18, depend on.
So are you looking strictly for now at churches and businesses opening accounts, or can individuals open accounts?
Individuals can open an account, but what we are saying, we don't want somebody to just become an account holder because this thing look nice or we speak nice things. We want practical things because this is a public benefit bank platform. This is a public human capital bank platform. So we want practical, tangible things, results. When you open an account, you must have results. So the accounts with churches, to say churches you have registered with us, here is you are an account holder. So obviously churches will maybe have represent 3 people who, like any opening account of a business and so on. So that the money when it comes, the other benefit of this 2,000 members of community and church, if church facilitate 2,000 people where there will be beneficiaries of job creation, housing and so on, the church still benefit out of that. If the church, for example, made 150 rand or 200 rand out of these people, how much the church will have annually? Around 3 million, 4 million annually. Out of the contribution that they. So it then give the church reasons to build their structure, proper structure. It then give a church to go and buy a site or establish something else or establish whatever, preschool and so on.
That they want to do
Yes,
in the community.
Which the church can employ same to your multiracial preschool, early learning schools and so. Why we don't have those structures in the township? Why we send our children from the rural to town?
And our children have to then travel on a daily basis to school, make kilometers, take taxis, take buses. to get a better education.
Education.
And
Yes.
I remember growing up as well, churches and halls were used for our, I'm going to say, extra mural activities.
Yeah.
Like your ballroom dancing and your whatever, karate that we had. So my question is, as a pastor or a head of a church, do you have, in order to register or participate here, do you have to have a physical a church structure, or can you use your local library, for instance, to distribute the food parcels? Or is it just the church that needs to be registered? We know it is there, and then you can use a hall or whatever it is.
The first preference is a church that have a structure, physical structure. But other churches, they are operate from the schools, operate from your
halls,
community halls, and so on. As long as it's a registered, creditable church, because if it's a wrong church, the community will tell us that pastor, that one, no. It's not a good pastor. That one, he will going to eat the whole money, the whole food, and so on.
And so, how? Just a following question: how will you make sure that the pastors or bishops, the heads of the church that you choose to work with, are really credible people, like honest people? There's gonna be food involved. There's gonna be money involved. So we want to work with people that are honest, that will give back really to the community.
We will establish committed content creators who will tell the story, the true story, a true story about good and bad, about what is happening. So it will be easy to vet these churches. And remember, when you are a pastor, it's like when you are a politician or a sangom. When you do something wrong, it run quick.
True.
We'll pick up. So once we pick up allegations, we'll send people to investigate these allegations, and then we say, Pastor, no. Sort out your stories first, and then we'll come and work with us. Because of the reputation is very important. If we risk our reputation, it means everybody, the banking platform, the community reputation is gone. But it's more like Africans, blacks and white, coming together and says enough is enough, let's do it ourselves. We start here with these 12 countries. Next year, the same thing that we do to another 12 countries. In 5 years, we are done with all 53, 55 countries. Done.
In Africa.
In Africa.
So it's taking back our power as citizens of the continent, of our countries, because we see, I'm going to say on a weekly, monthly basis,
yes.
People want services, people want jobs, people want food. You know, so it's to me it sounds like us taking power back.
Yes. You're quite correct. As we speak today, in Nigeria, they're fighting. There's no food. There's hunger. In Ethiopia, there's no food. There's hunger. But you expect to close borders, that people must not come to South Africa, or must not go to Botswana, must not go to Lesotho for greener pastures. So the problem of Nigeria, it should be our problem. The problem of Lesotho must be our problem. The problem of Zimbabwe must be our problem as Africans. Why this African thing, it works for us when it suits us. When it's nice, I'm an African. When there's challenges,
I'm in South African.
But we are from the same kitchen.
Yeah.
But when you meet in the patches, it's rough there in the patches. No.
Because I have meat and you don't, so I'm going to protect myself.
Yes. So we need to be, whether white or black, we need to be true Africans. If a white person says to me, I'm an African, but he doesn't want to contribute to build this African he is talking about, then what African he is? And then who made this mess? Because of most of us as black people, we are rectifying the mess that is created by somebody else, other people. So if you claim that you are an African, work with us, without manipulating us, without doing funny stories, then we work with us, we work with our community. We are the community. We are not just a platform. We are a platform that empower the community.
Wherever they are.
Yeah.
And as we speak, in terms of unemployment, we want to go back to the 3 projects that you're looking at, which is food, housing, and job creation.
Yeah.
When we look at where we are, we've just come out of COVID.
Yeah.
Khona abantu abebenemsebenzi that lost imsebenzi because of COVID. I would be lazy. Not that they don't want. There's a reputation that said abantu abakhulumayo lapho ngaphandle bathi South Africans are lazy. They are lazy. They are lazy.
Yeah.
But it's circumstances that have led some people to unemployment.
Yes.
And so, are you looking at that we together solve that problem? Khona abantu abahlala nama degrees.
Yes. Yes.
But there are no job opportunities.
Yes.
Khona abantu abaluze imisebenzi through COVID. Khona abantu abangakaze nje basebenze.
Yes. There are people with skill. There are people who can manufacture things.
Yeah.
But through through COVID.
Yeah.
They couldn't get clients, customers, and so on. There are people who can manufacture. There's a lady in Durban. She manufactured beans, tin beans. What do you call the same like other popular brands? The beans, the tin beans, and
oh yeah.
And then so she can do almost an hour. She can do more than 200,000 cans of beans.
Yeah.
But where is the market?
Yeah.
For her to get the market, she has to go via Kuobos.
Yeah.
And then Kuobos has to go to whatever shop there and so on. So that is why we say we will work with the churches, and then through the churches we work with local businesses.
Okay.
And then those job creations, there are spaces there. The factories are closed. There's industrial sites that are closed. If somebody have a record that I have produced, these are high quality soap.
Yeah.
We take that person, we give him resources, right? Whether he's he's from China, as long as he can put a rice milling there, we take our people, we put him there, and then
there's employment.
There's employment, and then both the church. That is why the church has become the pillar of the facilitating generational change for communities and so on across Africa. How many churches we have in Africa? Maybe more than
countless.
5 million. Yeah. Or maybe
there's no community that doesn't have at least one church.
Yes.
And so, and I'm thinking of within just one church.
Yeah.
Let's say we are a church here.
Yeah.
You have a business.
Yeah.
I'm employed at a bank. Someone else is a domestic worker. Someone else is a police.
Yes.
You know.
Yes.
So it's different. I'm gonna say levels, for lack of a better word, within one church that can contribute to building or rebuilding.
Yes.
Our communities. I'm thinking of schools as well. Speaking of schools, our schools in the townships look like most of them look like they are useless now, because they've been broken into, things have been stolen, so our children must now travel kilometers. Our schools then can be used as well as churches to distribute and to be rebuilt for our communities in this.
Yes.
So I know that we spoke about there are 3 pillars. I'm gonna say 3 pillars that you are focusing on as the bank.
Yeah.
Firstly, food distribution.
Yeah. Free food.
Free food distribution through the churches.
Through the churches, yes.
Creation of jobs.
Yeah.
And then housing.
Yeah.
Explain to us from food distribution to, and then how the jobs will be created, and then housing as well. How does that work?
Remember, as I've said, the bank, through the instruments that we built, we make sure that if we have 2,000 people in that church, those people will be covered with food out of the money that we raise. We raise together the money with the community. Because if I can raise that money alone, it's mine.
Yeah, true.
I will go. It's mine. I will go back to Limpopo and stay there.
Build a mansion.
Not even a mansion. When I build a mansion, they will see he has money. So what I'm trying to say is that there's two things: free food hamper for those 2,000 people in that particular church.
Yes.
Again, we need to teach our people that you need to work.
Yeah.
These things, they don't just come easy, cheap. The same people have to assist us to sustain the food for elders who cannot work. There is disabled people who cannot work, who cannot do anything. So if there's a platform that gives you a sustainable job, then you have to contribute, because you have never spent money to buy a ticket and work and look for a job.
Yeah.
This church is your ticket. Unlike getting into a bus to go and says, I'm going to industrial site. This church, it's a bus itself.
Yeah.
Right? So it create, and those food to be delivered, it's now opening another empowerment opportunity for local community.
Okay.
Because that food from the factory, it has to be delivered to the church. Those people, they will collect their food where? In the church. Then come to housing.
Yeah.
There's two. There's what we call it a bond loan free housing.
Okay.
A bond loan free housing, meaning you don't pay any loan or any bond for that house. A 500,000 house, developed house, well house. Why should we build a 4-room? And then we say we are developing.
Then we fight over that.
Yeah, we are the best mineral producer in the world. And then we have a 4-room house or a RDP. I don't know even how many rooms is RDP.
I think it's 2.
Two rooms. So what we do, we provide free housing for the people we created jobs, those who doesn't have. And there are other people who are already working in other sectors, banks, mines, and so who qualify for housing. Who buy houses of $1 million, $2 million, $3 million.
They take out loans from banks.
Yeah, from banks. Then we say again, these people, they've worked very hard to qualify for this house.
Yeah.
Then the bank design what we call it a 100% cashback for those who buy bond houses and so on. Whether you took a loan from your grandmother, you buy a $1 million house or $2 million house from us or through the platform, then we give you your money back for the next 15 years. It means annually you start to earn your money for the next 15 years, vice versa.
Okay, explain to us. This is a new concept to us, because we are used to you get a work, you have a credit score that is perfect, and then the bank sees this one is perfect, and then I want to buy this house. It costs me 500,000. I go to bank A. They say they'll give me 100% loan. Bank B says no, I will give you 90%. You must give us 10%. So tell us how your bank is different from that. I can qualify for 500,000. How do you help me?
Let me try to pack it practically. Here is a 1 million house. The bank will say this is a 1 million house package or 2 million house package. In that package, you earn from your package yourself as the purchaser. Whether you bought that house through a loan or through cash, you start to earn annually for the next 15 years.
How?
The house is a 2 million rand. So you might earn around 7% annually for the next 15 years. Because we build, how does the insurance, if you pay, for example, if you pay insurance, this popular insurance, I don't want to mention their names. If you paid, they say they give you 3 million. Where do they get this 3 million? From. Same. You buy a house, whatever portion of the house, it's build your return. You are insured. You have a guarantee from the package that you purchase. But what we then research, our people are naughty, very naughty, very criminal. They will want to scam you They will want to scam the banks and the platform.
Yeah.
They will take a loan for 3 months, 6 months, and he's no longer paying the loan.
Oh.
He knows that he has got the obligation of getting his money for the next 15 years.
Oh.
Once you do that, you'll know me. we cut that.
Yeah.
Because many people will say, okay, I will take a loan here. I pay 3 months, 6 months. I have 15 years to earn annually to earn my money. My 2 million will come back. So once you breach, because we don't want to kill other existing businesses. When you take a loan from a bank or whoever, from your uncle, you default on that loan. We give you 3-4 months to sort out your things. You continue with that, we cut that 100% cash. Because they will scam us. It doesn't suit the people. Yes. They will take a loan, 3 months, he pays 6 months, then he is no longer paying. If God with another, so he can buy it in 12 months, he can buy 3-4 houses. Knows that I don't pay this, I get 100% my annual cashback. So you see.
Yeah.
But we are ready for these things. We research these things.
Okay.
But the good part is that if a person pay a house for 20 years, he got nothing, not zero. And then if he default for 3 months, they say, go back to Limpopo. We take our house. Then in our case, we are saying, what you have worked for, we thank you for that, for annually for the next period of 15 years. Then after 15 years, you have your 2 million rand, you have 1 million rand back. It's
a new concept.
It's a new concept, not only for South Africa, for Africa, but for the global citizens. That's what other impacts that we try to implement and so on. Because purposely, that is why purposely we say we don't want a bank that will be a regional bank or a country bank
that's limited.
It's limited. We want a global offshore bank that will make a difference. The only thing that we don't do on our platform, we can't give loan. We don't give loan. We don't take deposit like you go and deposit physical cash.
There's no physical machines.
You can only transfer and swipe and whatever and so on. So we don't do those loan, what do we call it, cash deposit, physical cash deposits, and deposit meaning that
you go to a machine.
Yes, but your fixed income deposit, you can do it online, and so whether you are doing it through if we are saying $5.6 million, whether it's through digital currency or Bitcoin, whatever, and so on, or a Zim, there's new coin from Zimbabwe, the gold coin, whether you are doing through that, we use multiple currencies. That is why we are saying it's a global offshore blockchain bank.
Anyone is welcome.
Yes.
To bank with you.
Yes. But again, it restricts or reconstructs the thinking of our spending, right?
True.
Our spending. Africans, we are the buying power in the world. The second thing that we are blessed in Africa is buying power. The first is minerals. I don't want to count them. It's a gospel. They preach about them.
Gold,
whatever, and so on. But we are saying as a community, with or without government, as churches, as believers, whether you are a Sangoma, whether you are a ZCC,
as an African,
what do we do together? And then this is the hope, the new hope that I say, practically, this is what we can do together. This is how we can improve our lives together. This is how we can create ourselves. Except waiting for somebody telling you stories that I will do this, I will do that, for how many years?
And I'm also thinking, when you speak about when we work together as Africa, it will eliminate or work on eliminating this thing of xenophobia.
Yes.
To say, where now you are Zimbabwean, where now you're from Ghana, where now we are Bogutu. Perhaps I'm better because I'm from South Africa or whoever, but we'll be able then to stand as one.
Correct.
As Africans, to say we are fighting together
Yes.
for a better life.
Yes.
For all of us.
Yes. So we start to crowd ourselves for 12 countries, improve the 12 countries first, as a first phase. As Africans, whether you are a black American, you are sitting there. What your roots is here, Africa. You can sit in America, you can sit in China, as long as you are black. But you are not limiting the Chinese, the Saudi Arabia. We are not limiting the Brazilians to become part of us, because we grow together as a global citizens. We are not, but. The biggest division is to say that you are Shangan, you are Zulu, you are what.
True.
But when we come in this world, no one who came with a label of Zulu, Shangan, and so on. Show me anyone who came with a label and says, I'm a Shangan, I'm a Zulu, I'm a Shona.
True.
Right?
True.
So, but where do we
Tribalism.
start? Yes, where do we start? Churches.
Yeah.
Churches. Now let's visit the churches now. They are closed.
Yeah,
you will find the pastor going around the church alone, hoping for a message that God will send people. What if people they don't come? And then if these things work in the Muslim community, the brotherhood, you know, these people they give themselves loans without paying interest.
Yeah, true.
So why can't we empower that?
Even Jews as well. And I'm just thinking, as a Christian myself, that the Bible says, faith without works is dead.
Yes.
So I can have faith.
Yes.
Faith that, and it's important, have faith, God will speak, will give me, but then I need to get up and do something.
Yes.
I need to type that CV.
Yes.
I need to go and put in that application.
Yes.
So I have faith, but then do something.
Yes.
About that.
Yes.
So this is the doing part.
The doing part. And alone we can't do it. We need that manufacturer to be part of us, to work with us, to join us. We need that farm, whether it's Makinas or whoever, to work with us. We need that bakery there to work with us. Whether it's a chicken farm or whatever, to work with us. We are the one who consume these things. So why can't we create a way of work? We are solving a problem of money.
Yeah.
We are using money to work for the nation. Unlike if you don't have money, you can't do anything. Now credit is it's power.
Yeah.
If you don't have credit,
you can't get anything.
You can't do anything. So we change that. We together we are using our buying power as a society. Whether you spend £1 or 10 rand a day, we are using that together and says, how do we change? But who is our referee here? Our referee, Langsman, is Mfundi's past. Right? Okay. Good Mfundi's good past.
Yeah.
If you are not good,
honest.
Honest ones. If you are not honest ones, Shem, I will show you the door.
Yeah, we can't. We need to be impacting the community and this thing of maybe eliminating this thing of selfishness.
Yes.
To say, well, I have a job.
Yes.
So me and my family, we are fine.
We're fine. Yes. That's the system taught us that. The system taught us that if I can have one. I remember last year we had a traditional ceremony at home. I was sitting next to one of my cousin. He was saying to me, I have 11 degrees. And then I said, what insult is this? 11. Why can't you have 100 kettles at least?
Yeah.
11 degrees. But he's working one job.
What impact?
What impact
is in the community?
It's just collecting rubbish for nothing, for keeping it at home. When you die or when you are drunk, you'll make noise that I have this. Keep your this. So we want those brilliant minds to be part of us, innovating breakthrough innovations to work with us. There's ideas there. There's good farmer there who wants stability.
Yeah.
But he cannot pay people well because of everything keep on increasing.
Yeah.
So imagine if we made a region, the economical region, to be stable. It will as well benefit these central banks. These two central banks that are there, they will gain because of it's a group of a region. Then we go. At the end of 5 years, 10 years, the whole Africa is stable.
Yeah. Also, the burden.
The burden.
From, like you mentioned, the burden to the governments.
Yes.
Will decrease.
Yes.
As we look for jobs, but then we're creating our jobs. I'm just thinking of the steps right from the beginning, speaking about food hampers, job creation, and housing.
Yes.
So the kinds of people that I'm thinking of now that will be impacted. There's going to be a warehouse.
Yes.
So food would be bought from the warehouse.
From the manufacturer.
The manufacturer, warehouse, the distributor.
Yeah.
So the distributors are getting money, business.
Yeah.
And then it's going to be driven to the church.
Yes, the logistics.
The logistics of it. The driver, the owner of the truck, the van, whoever, has a job.
Yes.
Maybe someone helping him as well to offload.
Yes, the food helper manager at the church.
At the church, the
because
food manager.
You're going to expect a pastor to...
to now come and carry the food.
Yeah.
So even petrol,
Yes.
the van needs petrol. So it's different sectors.
Yes.
Within, it's just one church.
Yes.
But different people, different households.
Yes.
Will have income.
Yes.
From this one delivery.
Yes. So if it's 2,000 beneficiaries, it's no longer 2,000. It might be 4,000, 3,000, and 6,000 beneficiaries, because you have a driver, you have a food basket manager, you have a mini truck owner. So it's 3 people.
3 people.
So that is it automatically more than 4,000 if it's 2,000 people.
For one delivery.
For one delivery, one church, right? That's the solution. That's the when I grew up, I'm born in a church hospital. It was called Holy Cross Hospital in Pretoria.
Okay.
I'm born there. I can't say my age, but I'm born in that hospital.
Yeah.
During this new democracy, that hospital was closed.
Okay.
I schooled at the Roman Catholic Church because there was no multiracial schools. We were not there. It was expensive.
True.
But the multiracial school that I attended by then, it was DHW Ntate Secondary School, which was owned by Roman Catholic. That's the power of the church, and it has the early learning as well. But I ran away to do I've never wanted, every time there was this handwork thing, they want you to do like Jesus' father, what do you call it? Carpenter. No, when I say, no, I can't go and busy with carpenter. I'm a planker. I've said no. So, but I'm showing practical things that the church makes, right? On the break, after school, they will give you a milk to go home with a powder milk. I don't know where they were getting this powder milk, but they will give you once a week. They will give you a powder milk to take it home and so on. High quality powder milk. They will give you. And yes, I've schooled in that. Yes. So these are things that they were there. So imagine if that church have an early learning where whether Indians and Coloureds, they become part of that community, they teach children. Those are the solutions that we made. And then give me any government or political party that will not want to work with us.
To be part of it, because those are the itembiso.
Yes. That we are taking that away from
we receive this every time that we need to be voting.
Yes. No, so we want to work with them. These guys.
Yeah, let's work together.
Who says we are doing it? Don't promise people jobs and so on. Here is a
work with us.
Yeah, support us. Work with us. Deal with your potholes. And what else? Potholes, street traffic, street lights. Deal with that.
But we are standing as one.
Because imagine if we are saying free housing from the church. If we contract 10,000 companies, construction companies,
to build
these houses, and then every company we give them 100 to 200 annually. We're done.
Explain to us this concept of free housing.
Yes.
What does it mean? Who can benefit from it, and how does it work?
The person who can benefit from the free housing is the person who doesn't have a house.
Okay.
An unemployed person who doesn't have a house. A family that deserve a house. There are other families, they can't be employed, but they deserve. There's a granny there out there in Matatiele, in other countries who cannot able to purchase a house or who cannot work. But these are the families that will say they deserve houses. That is why it is important to have these what do you call it, committed
content creators, yes,
on each and every community to say we have 1,000, we have 3,000 committed content creators because they will capture that this family deserve this, this family must have this. They show us. Others will pick up from other media houses and say it's documentary, does this family need a house and so on. So automatically we are saying once you get a job, a sustainable job, that opportunity, then you are automatically covered with a house. If you don't have a house.
If you don't have a house.
Yes.
So you must be unemployed and not have a house.
Not have a house.
Okay.
Yes.
And then?
And so it's part of your package.
Okay.
We because if we give you a house of imagine of 100,000, 500,000, then you don't have a job.
How will you sustain
how
it?
You will, whether it's in the village or
wherever.
How do you sustain the house you want, right? So that free housing open opportunity because we are not the constructions. We are a banking, global banking platform. We are not getting involved into construction and so on. So then it open opportunity for local communities. If it's South Africa, we need 15,000 houses in a year. You only take 10,000 people, 10,000 construction companies who will build those houses.
Build these houses.
No government funding, no what, and so on, through the platform itself. Right? So the government will invest in other key things.
In the countries.
To build the other social infrastructure and social infrastructure
roads
needs, roads, rail, and others, beneficiation of minerals and so on. So the government will focus more, but the community itself then take the role of these daily needs or these daily challenges.
Food is taken care of, jobs are created, housing.
Yes.
And so you say it's someone that is going to be working with the bank, does not have a house. What must they have? Should I have land first for you to or must I purchase land? How practically, how does that
Others
work?
they have land
already, so the land must belong to
land. They don't have money to continue due to retirement or whatever COVID results, and others they are in communal land where they have a stand granted by the tribe, the tribal office and so on. So those are the people, but we don't want to put a house in where people are still fighting with municipality or government and say we want to occupy, because if municipality decided to demolish, they will finish my they will break my heart. So then we have to make sure that these houses, they are in the right place. Right? They are in the right place. If it's rural, they are in the rural and so on. And when you develop a house, it doesn't make sense for me to say that you build a 2 million house in Sekhukhune there, in Bakersford, or a Hampatle, a 2 million house, but when you drive to your house, it's a tie road.
True.
No storm water, dry stone water. No. You know how we're selfish, how this system teach us. Most of our people who think they are rich, they have what you call it, this in the villages. You find a 5,000 population village, 5,000 houses, 2,000, 3,000 or 1,000. They have septic tanks.
Oh.
Inside their yards.
Yeah.
They are rich. They want to be seen being rich and flushing the toilet.
Okay.
But why these people can't they make the one pipe and connect
for everyone?
Right? That's the system that we want to challenge and says we together we can do it better.
Let's all be better.
Yes, together we can stop. Your degree is not working for us. Your
what are we benefiting from you?
Yeah, it's nothing. If you are a doctor, PhD, that PhD is not working for us, right? So let the government worry with free education, beneficiation of mineral rails and so on. But these other things, we can tackle it ourselves.
And I see this as a change in mindset.
Yes.
So we've been thinking this way.
Yeah.
We need to change our thinking.
Yes.
And think generational wealth.
Yes.
And think generational and move out of generational limitations.
Yes.
Together.
Yes.
Not as individuals.
Yes. Our children, they are now floating. They are floating. If you go to the tech shop, you find them there doing nothing.
Smoking. Drinking.
Every corner. In cities and towns, it's worse. Even in villages, you find them there. They are doing nothing, floating. So the church must provide solution in the rural, right in the rural, to say we create jobs here. People must not travel from Venda or Guyana. You leave Guyana and come to Soweto or
leave your home.
You'll be end up killed by people here to try to catch up with the lifestyle of the urban.
Yeah, no, it's a great mindset, and I think just as in closing.
Yeah.
What message do you have in general for Africans, for anyone that want to take part?
In general, people, this platform is for people, it's for global citizens to come together, to do positive things together. Churches, businesses, rich or poor, we have to play our part, all of us. So anyone who wants to register, anyone who wants to share ideas, who wants to work with us, is free. And then we don't want to get involved in. We'll create our own projects. That in rurals and so on. But if you are a farmer, we don't want your farm. We want to empower you to be farm.
And so those around you. And then let people register. If you are a business, you are a manufacturer, we want to work with you to expand your business without a serious hassle, to work with us, to work with the community. So just register. Those who can participate positive, they are welcome. And any questions, they can send the questions on the emails that will be there on the screens, on online and so on. Then yeah, we are here. We look forward to this initiative.
Yeah,
we see great things happening.
Yes,
because we've seen individuals really trying to make an impact in communities.
Yes.
So this is one way that we can all come together wherever we are.
Yes.
Whether in America or South Africa.
Yes.
We can all connect.
Yes.
And make a difference.
So if we connect all of us as a global citizens, 12 countries at a time. Imagine just that dream. Imagine that dream. It's a game changer. The world will be stable. If somebody do crime, you will be like this one. We have tried to share. We can't do more than this. If this one, even the correctional service will say, you'll see what you'll do. We tried our best.
I was thinking of that. Even crime will go down.
Yes.
Because why we going to crime if we spend and earning a stable income?
Exactly. But
even drugs as well.
Me and you, we can't do it. We need that pastor who has been selling hope So we want that practical there to be there. Who have been promising that you'll be answered. God will answer. This is the answer. Yes.
God indeed has answered.
Yes.
He has answered.
Yes. In all provinces, in all regions, whether you are in Malawi, but we'll vet you. Whether you are in Zimbabwe, the people of Zimbabwe knows the good pastor and the one that is not good.
True.
We are not judging anybody. Whether you are apostolic church in Mabopane, Sochanguve, we will work with those churches to make a difference.
The church is the answer.
Is the answer. God is the answer. God and ancestors, you can't go wrong.
Siyabonga baba.
Thank you very much.